Good evening, YouTube. Hardball Crazy coming back with the video. Tonight I'm going to kind of do a little history of MLB debut cards. I got one in the mail. I kind of didn't realize it existed back in the day when it came out, but I'll explain that when it comes. But last year, the big hubbub was about the MLB debut patches. You know, the player wears a patch on their jersey, and that patch gets after the debut game gets ripped off and included on a baseball card with his autograph. It's a one of one, like the rookie card of these guys. Supposedly that's what Topps is promoting, Fanatics supporting. Great idea, very cool. I hope it can continue on with it, keep it legitimate with one patch, one card, one auto, whatever. Make it look nice. Looking at the secondary market, even the guys who you never heard of are pretty pricey. So imagine once a huge star becomes that, how much of it's going to go for. I think the biggest names on there right now is from last year's Kodai Senga and Volpe. Good players, but they really didn't put the hobby on fire. So I thought with that, and I thought I'd give you kind of a history lesson of MLB debut cards. Of course, of the era I grew up in, Topps made a box sets in 90, 91, 92. Every player debuted from the 89 to 91 set. Here's one I'm going to show you. I have several of the players. I don't have the complete sets. Here's a John Olerud. It talks about this is the date they debuted, and description in the back. It was a box set, and I think it talks about actually what happened in that game. Yep. So it's kind of a cool box set back in the day. Of course, we're all familiar with the Topps. I think they started in 2014, I think. They started doing the debuts in the update series. There's just one example I have. I just recently got in the mail. It has set aside. I picked up the Riley Green one, rainbow foil version, and it tells you the debut. I still collect these. I still like them, even though they're like Rick Topps rookie card's younger brother. Still has a cool piece of baseball history. Tells you if you have a star, what they debuted on. I'm glad they picked this photo because this is actually Riley Green debuted during the Negro League weekend at Comerica Park for the Tigers. So this is the debut card. I like them a couple reasons because, like I said, they're kind of showcase when they debuted and stuff. So when you have stars, your favorite players, they actually go look at the cards they debuted. And two, if somebody comes in like Riley Green, the debut cards comes in the update series. The first series in Topps, his rookie card, is the most mass-produced set of the year for Topps, and so there's a bazillion Topps cards of them. But if you want like a pseudo rookie card or so, Topps flagship card of that year, the Topps update is part of the three Topps Series 2 and update is the least produced of them all. Of course, since the last 2 or 3 years, all of them are super mass produced because the Topps update are not in the factory sets. And like Topps 1, you got a gazillion packs of them, plus in the factory sets. Pack 2, there's a bunch of packs and a bunch of rare, however they're packaged over retail, hobby, and over, plus the factory sets. Updates are not in the factory sets, so they're a little less produced of the three, but it's still a lot. Anyways, those are the ones you're all familiar with. Stadium Club, Topps did Stadium Club. They did some stamps kind of in the early 90s. Here's a Raul Mondesi. It has a debut little notation on him when he debuted. Here's a Stadium Club from 93, I think it is. 94 Stadium Club shows when he debuted. This is the first day issue of it. Raul Mondesi, kind of what they did in the 90s at Stadium Club. Upper Deck kind of went into the thing in the late 90s, early 2000s. They put a debut little stamp on cards too. Here's from the 1999 Upper Deck Encore, which is sort of like their chrome at the time. A little bit of a chromium higher end Upper Deck base. This is Roy Halladay, and they did a lot of they didn't do everybody, but they did like maybe a 20 card subset. And on here, I don't know if you can just pick it up. It shows you the debut date they debuted. and they did it for a couple of years, 2 or 3 years. Nothing more, just a debut thing when they told you when they debuted. Fleer did something like that in the late 90s too. I think 90 or 9 a Fleer edition. They just put a MLB debut and didn't really tell you what date, just like a little something like something similar to this, just a look of similar to this, but just says MLB debut. It doesn't really say a date, year, or anything. It says MLB debut, like they debuted. Fleer did in the 2003 Fleer Tradition update. They did a diamond debut insert set. There's a Miggy Cabrera. He debuted in 2003, so they did a little diamond debut insert set. I know Hideki Matsui's in this set too. It's kind of a cool thing. He talks about Miguel Cabrera's first big league game where I think he had a walk-off home run like the 10th inning on his debut. Nice way to start a Hall of Fame career. Of course, you're probably familiar. I think it's 2016, I think it is. They did an MLB debut insert set. I have a Mike Trout that tells you when they debuted. Some of the stars of past and present. There's I have a Babe Ruth, Jackie Robinson, Satchel Paige in this set. So it's kind of cool to show you sort of a debut. Like I think 2016, I think the year before they did first career home run insert set. But this is what they did with debut 1 year. Mike Trout does not have an update debut card, so this is sort of my pseudo in lieu of type set. I think there's different golds and silvers and such of this, but this is the Mike Trout I have. And the last one I'm going to show you, I recently got in the mail. I kind of discovered late 90s and early 2000s when there was not a one licensed company did everything, so each company tried to out gimmick the next company. So you have some crazy ideas and some crazy gimmicks. And right on top of the gimmick list is this set, 2003 Fleer box score, debut box score set in rookies. This is numbered out of 150 of Hideki Matsui. Yes, by the title of the card, this is the debut box score of Hideki Matsui in his MLB debut. I think these were they came from the Baseball Weekly, USA Today Baseball Weekly publication, and at worst, this is a Hideki Matsui card, rookie card number to 150, and it tells you what full lineup what he did on his debut, which is kind of a cool, a little gimmicky, but it doesn't really say what date it is. It's kind of cool. I have a Chase Utley come in the mail. So that's what I have on my history of MLB debut cards. Am I missing anything? I think I covered most of them. This is all top of my head. Cards I had in my collection. And I thought it'd be kind of a cool little history since MLB debut cards is kind of a thing now and had big news this past year. And hopefully we'll continue to have those patch cards. Anyways, we'll talk long enough, and thank you for watching.